Welcome back, my computer duders. Gaze upon these unloaded chunks and witness the true, horrible reality of Minecraft. None of it's real. None of it was ever real. You wasted all those years playing virtual Legos. You have nothing to show for it. I might be projecting a little bit here. I have fond memories to show for it, although I really should have formed those memories with human relationships. I feel good. I feel good about what I've done with my life so far. You're looking at it. I mean, think of all those people who all they did was like fight and die in a war. They don't even have a dirt shack in Minecraft to show for their decades of time on Earth. I don't know why people say that. I think because they think we go to space or something. You don't leave Earth. Your body is buried. If there's an afterlife, it's probably in the future when the technology has been developed that is capable of reconstituting the dead from their constituent atoms or something like that. And it's like scientists who want to study us. So we're kept alive only long enough for them to ask us questions about what it was like to participate in the great meme wars of the 2010s. Some inane shit like that. And it's like, that really? That was why we are important enough to resurrect? You want to know about the fucking rarest Pepe? That'll be our legacy. How do you feel about that? Personally, I feel a little gassy. Look at that little fucker. How long has he been down there? Is he able to... No, he's fallen down 2 blocks. That's just his life now. That's just his life now. He's backed himself into a position that shit sucks ass and he can't get out of it. That's really relatable. Minecraft has relatable characters in it. Okay. I'm gonna go check out the overworld and make plans for where I'm going to put the golem grinder. I hate to say it. I thought it would take longer than this to complete the Nether colony. Probably I'm going to end this whole series at 50. But it's pretty much as done as I need it to be. And I need to start a new series because I named the whole series after the Nether colony project. So if I was to build a sky colony, I would need to make it like colonizing the sky. Hello, Spider Bro. 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 Everybody's having a good time with 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 Spider Bro. Spider Bro. Spider Bro. Spider Bro. Spider Bro. Spider Bro. And you die! A fitting end. He was dear to us all, but good things, you know, they have to come to an end sometime. Specifically when I decide it and get my sword out. Now you also die! In about 2, 3, 4 seconds. There we go. Is he still alive? Did he? No, he didn't. He didn't survive that. You as well! Fuck you, squid friend! Oh, you want some of this? You want some of what your buddy got? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Let that be a lesson to you. Hell should be full of squids in this game, given how many I've killed. So I straight up gave a rift to a friend of mine. And another friend of mine got a Vive recently because it was on Black Friday sale for like $600, $500, I think. So now I have 2 bros in VR. I was gonna sell the VR to one of my friends, but he definitely wanted a Vive. Honestly, I should have gotten a Vive. It's not down to the headset. It's down to the fact that one of them is a closed platform owned by Facebook. And I wound up getting it just because that's what I had my heart on, because I was following heart set on, because I was following Oculus since the Kickstarter. It was really a weird feeling when it got bought by Facebook. I was like, I'm probably still gonna buy it, but now I feel all weird and gross. Like when I played Cave Explorer with Uncle Todd. Except when I won. When you win Cave Explorer, it's fucking exhilarating. There's no greater sensation than that. I'm gonna leave that ambiguous. And if you have to ask how to get the high score in Cave Explorer, you'll never understand. I can't tell you because Uncle Todd made me promise not to. In fact, come to think of it, that may have just been Harvey Weinstein in a different hat. Fuck, I have all the stone and nothing to do. I guess I can make slabs. That's not entirely true. I gotta go get rid of some of this shit first. I don't need half this shit, and I need room in my inventory. There needs to be a backpack. Why are there no backpacks in Minecraft? A backpack that, when you wear it, it'll double your inventory size. How has that not become a thing yet? But don't stop working on the aquatic update to give me a backpack. I definitely want the aquatic stuff first. Without a doubt. I want to live in a pineapple under the sea. I mean, I guess I already do, but I want dolphins, and I want kelp, and I want coral. I hope it fucking auto-generates on existing maps, because if it doesn't, then it's only going to be on the new chunks in this map. I think dolphins and fish, at least, will auto-generate. And I can probably bug the mod to MC edit some coral and kelp into this area. Whoopies. I don't need that. I guess I need it for enchanting, but how often do I enchant? It's like when you're going through your closet, looking at all these gifts from the Sharper Image that somebody bought you, obviously not understanding anything about your interests. And you're like, what can I sell? What would I not feel bad about selling? Do I have redstone storage? I have gold storage. Gold! Redstone stuff. There we go. I knew it. I knew I didn't imagine that. Like those voices in my head telling me about the reptilian shapeshifters. Okay. Okay. I can go make slabs now. I think they're going to change how these work. Based on the list of new features, if you have a half block, it won't keep out water anymore. There's now a half block of water. So it can flow through gaps. It can flow through half block gaps. And if you have a door and it's open, the water will be able to flow through the open door, and it will be able to flow through fences. Any block water should be able to flow through. It will now be able to get through. So there's a lot of structures people have built that will no longer be watertight, and they never should have been. So it's fine. I have no complaints there. That's an improvement in every way. So it's not the changes I anticipated, which was to make water more realistic and more like Terraria. So I don't think it'll flood structures. I think they can't change that because a lot of people's mob grinder designs rely on the water spreading 7 blocks, but it'll at least flow through stuff that it should be able to. Yeah, all right. Let me go bring the sun up again by the magic juju sorcery known as sleep. I'm going to go take a boat over the seafloor where I plan to expand and see what's what. Maybe I will even drink a potion of water breathing. Maybe. Do I have a potion of... I have the ingredients for a potion of water breathing. I have one of these. Now I would need to go use my other module. I have one of these. Well, that'll only increase... Which one increases the duration? One of them increases the duration. No, that's glowstone dust. What the fuck am I talking about? Even I don't know. That's the thing. You think that whatever I'm saying must make sense to me, but there's no guarantee of that. Yeah, you know what you did. You think about your crimes. They did nothing. We just profiled them and pulled them over for like a broken taillight and then beat the shit out of them. Let's see. What all do I need to do here? I think one of these. No, okay. Oh wait, I first have to put in some nether wart. Fuck, I need nether wart to brew anything, don't I? That's why I need a nether wart farm in the nether. I haven't been able to find any nether wart in the nether, probably because assholes who already went through there have consumed all of it and built their own farms. I really need to... okay, I need to make a list of priorities. Priority 1 is get nether wart. But while I'm here, I'm going to go survey that build site. Because I need to know what the terrain is like. It'd be really helpful to have a potion of water breathing before I do that. In fact, I might just have one in the magic module still. Hold on. I know I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. They should make a kart racer where it's just headless chickens. Where you have like a blood meter that runs out instead of your fuel. Yes! Yes! Finally a use for these. The only reason I normally don't use them is it turns the underwater environment. You can see really well, but it's really garish. You'll understand what I mean in a second. If you don't already. Just throw my trash directly into the sea. Or whatever. I don't care. I think it... Oh, wait. No, it doesn't change... Never mind. It used to be that it would change the visibility underwater. What if the future economy is all meme-based? And the #1 job of the future is just creating the new dank memes. Rated by dankness. And there are like dankness speculators. And that's like the value of it. This is bitchin'. I don't even need to worry about my bubble meter going down. It's like Narcosis Minecraft Edition. Or Soma, I guess. Is the game people have actually played. Go play Narcosis, damn it. If you watch this and you haven't played it, you've betrayed me. I'm crying salty bitch tears because of you. I wish I could actually see a site like this in real life. Like a habitat this big with an actual nature dome. There's just no reason to build such a thing that where it makes economic sense. Like, you can make a case for small habitats for certain underwater activities, but there's no need for like a dome with a simulated landscape in it. Okay, let's see. I probably don't need to clear this out because it's already up on stilts. It's already at least one. Yeah, it's one block above the seafloor. So this stuff isn't a problem. I don't need to clear this out. See how it looks from the surface. Wow, I'm pretty deep. Still pretty. This is not even as deep as it gets. Wow, I'm pretty deep. Okay. It lets down over there. It gets deep again. It gets deeper in a gradient. So if I was going to expand downward and deeper into the ocean, more deeper. Fuck me. I can go that way or that way. There's not a lot of room that way. It doesn't look like. There's a lot of room this way though. I could build a series of modules that would sort of interconnect and zigzag into that big open area over there if I really wanted to expand and have a much larger colony than I presently do. Probably I'll do that this summer. It takes me a long time to recover from feeling burned out from building a bunch of underwater modules just because how labor intensive they are. That stuff is cooler to me because it's deeper. There's a stairwell that takes you up a level for this. I had to because the alternative was clearing out all this seafloor gravel, like 10 blocks deep, doing all that shoveling underwater just so I could continue to build at the same depth. That wasn't worth it to me. It's okay if there's some elevation changes. We're still extremely fucking deep. We're still far from the surface, even now. Look at that. It's just cooler when we're as deep as possible. Everybody likes it as deep as possible. Giggity goo. Except for that clown that I've got tied up in my underground dungeon that I made out of a shipping container. Although maybe he does like it. I don't know. I think honk honk means yes. Can you honk in fear? Basically, he just makes honking noises. Why did they make the seafloor gravel? Fuck you. Fuck you. Why did you not make it a more useful block type? When it was a mixture of dirt and sand, the dirt was useless, but at least the sand could be used to make glass without having to go to shore. At least make it a mixture of sand and gravel in the next update, please. For fuck's sake, gravel as a seafloor material sucks dick and isn't useful for anything. I don't think it's even realistic. I don't think the seafloor is gravel. I think it's diatomaceous ooze, which is in fact consists mostly of the shells of very small marine organisms. So a mixture of that and sand, although I would settle for sand and gravel. All right, just give us some sand at depth. Because I used to be able to live entirely underwater and not go to the surface for anything, back and continue to expand the base back when there was sand down here. What have you done? Look at what you. I don't mean to get angry at you. I love you guys. I love what you do. I love your game. But you make me do this. When your friends at work ask you about the bruise, just tell them that you ran into a doorknob. You ran into 2 doorknobs really quickly. And then the doorknobs drove you to the hospital, but while still hitting you, though. Because the doorknobs have a problem. And the problem is you not shutting up. I'm kidding. Maybe. What has science done? Would a sky base even be as cool as the Nether base and underwater base? I definitely want to eventually do an end base. That will be a fascinating series of videos, because if anything, the end is an even more like hellaciously inhospitable environment. The thing is, I kind of need the elytra to glide between the floating islands of the end, because if I can't easily traverse the end, then I can't get the stuff, the resources from it that make it worth building a colony there. One of the things I want to do there is build an Enderman grinder. And also a station that's just floating out in the blackness of the end. That's harder to do, though, because you can't use the Nether as a fast travel dimension, to my knowledge. Can you make a Nether portal in the end and travel through the end using the Nether as a fast travel dimension the way you do with the overworld? Questions abound. Okay, I think I have a good idea. I think I'm just going to continue straight. Although I don't know exactly. It has to be 10 units wide on every side away from a 2x2 shaft. So it's ultimately 22 units by 22 units. I could do it right. I can't do it right here. I'd have to burrow it down. I'm going to have to burrow it down into the ground anyways. I basically can't avoid that. Unless I build it up off of the seabed. I don't mind it being a little bit tall. I'm not going to burrow into the seabed. I didn't come this far just to start cheating and building underwater structures partway into the ground. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to build it up from ground level, and I'm going to have there be a module underneath it that you go to just to collect the drops. The thing is, this is 3x3, and the design for the grinder I saw calls for a 2x2 shaft. How do I interface one with the other without it being totally fucking janky and horrible? That remains an open question. That's gonna bother me. No one else would care. Like, whatever, it fucking works. But I'll know that it's joining a 2x2 structure where the width is a multiple of 2, with the rest of the structures in this colony, which are all multiples of 3. All of them. Surely you can see why that's unacceptable. I hope for your sake that you can. There are many things you would be able to see if the wholesome hard work in the gulag were to improve your eyesight. It's really a fitness club when you think about it. That's all a gulag is. I only don't go there because as the supreme leader, naturally I'm already as fit as possible. Why is it... Wait. When I run, it makes a grass sound. When I jump... Okay, now it's working. It was making stone noises before. I'm gonna check out my trapped bros down here. If only you understood ladders. Probably you'll be the last surviving members on this colony. Because slowly they're dying to, I think the cacti, in the cacti farming module, they're just, one at a time, they're running into it. Let's see. Let me see if I can lean part way into the water and get a good view. Alright. Okay, yeah. Maybe I can put it over there and then have another module over here that has an elbow connector that goes to the grinder, but then continues on so it can curve around that way and go down that gradient, the slope, go down the slope. What am I going to do with this space over here, though? I almost have to build a round module here just to make a corridor going that way, so that if I ever want to build a module in that area, I have the option. Okay, it's decided. The first thing to do is not going to be the golem grinder. It's going to be a junction module, like the other ones with little bubbles on top, just so that I can branch off a hallway going that way, a hallway going that way, and then another junction module with a hallway going that way to the mob grinder, but then continuing on. Maybe with a bunker style module in between the two junction modules, I don't want to build anything too tall, and nothing taller than this dome in water that's slightly shallower than everywhere else in the colony. I may as well start right now. I'm gonna go look at what this junction module is. Like, it's 5 by 2 by 1 by 2. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that forever. I'll need to come up with some other solution for airlocks, probably reeds. Because in the after the update, when I do this, water will come rushing in, as it should. It's a little bit absurd that it currently doesn't. Although, if I put a door by itself on the seabed, how will it decide when the door is open or closed? Shouldn't it just... Will it still create the air bubble or not? I'm wondering. Fucking mysteries. That works well enough. Okay, it's already 5 wide, and then I continue off with 2s. I should just get another potion for working. Oh, I bought a bunch of shit recently. There's been a market spike for all cryptos. So I'm just making bajillions of dollars. Well, you know, like $1,000 every time I cash out, which is like once every 2 days. More like 800, 900, but still, that's a fucking lot more. I'm stashing it a lot of it away, but I'm also buying things that I may not get an opportunity to for a while. One of them is a portable hot water machine. Because I've had the water heater go out, and that was a miserable time waiting for the repair guy. That was fucking miserable, like having to wash my face and hair with cold water. And this is portable. It's tiny. It's like a 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, and runs on propane and a battery for the pump. And basically lets me have hot water, really hot, nice temperature water to wash my face and hair in situations like that. And also, I got a suitcase-sized battery pack, which will double as a uninterrupted power supply for my PC. So, which I plan to use to power that thing's pump much longer than the 40 minutes or so that the built-in lead-acid battery supports. I'm probably going to rip that thing out because I don't fucking think very highly of lead-acid batteries for any application. And maybe I'll put a lithium starter battery in there. Those exist. I just don't know if the charger accepts the right voltage or puts out the right voltage for lithium. It must. If it's a drop-in replacement, it must, surely. I'll have to read up on it. If they can make lithium ion AA's, they can make lithium ion SLA replacements. Yeah, this is the right way to go. Make a juncture like this one. Just because I like big, unnecessarily large, roomy junctions, so I don't feel like it's cramped. And I don't expand that way because there's no room to expand that way. I expand, this is so I can expand that way later on. This is me planning for the future as much as I'm able to. You know what's a really pathetic phrase is adulting? When people joke about adulting and they're like 40. It's like, dude, you've been adulting presumably since you were 20, so 20-something. It's a little bit late in your life to imply that you're freshly an adult. If you're just now becoming an adult at 40, you might have some kind of disorder. I actually do, so I have that excuse, but I don't use that phrase. Like, I got over figuring out how to do all the scary shit like taxes and getting your own airport tickets and planning your own travel and dealing with the government and getting a driver's license with like 10 years ago for the most part. Some shit still intimidates me. Some shit still intimidates me, but I get it done. It's not hard. Google exists. Google replaces the need to have life experience for almost everything. Is it looking good so far? It's looking good so far. See what I'm going for here? I may have to clear out that mountainous area. I don't think there's going to be enough room between this one and that area over there for a bunker between the two like I was originally planning. It's just going to be a hallway and then another juncture that goes that way. And that's where the golem farm is going to be. And probably a tunnel going that way, another smaller juncture that goes down a couple layers, and then to go further down elevation wise, down the terrain, because I'm not just going to build a slope out of blocks. It looks ugly. What's the time looking like? I have no idea when I started doing this. I think probably I'm over time. I'm going to guess. I mean, the last episode was a little short because I underestimated. But I got a lot of good work done. I actually built something this time, which is good. Look at that sad golem. Well, he's not sad. He's a machine. Machines have only one emotion, and that's awesome. They just feel awesome all the time because they're robots. Why wouldn't they? So hopefully I can lure the friends I have. I have 1, 2, 3 friends with Oculus now. I've got one friend with a DK2, but he never plays it because it gives him headaches, because that was before Oculus had the optics perfected. I'm going to try to get them all in on this server so they can occupy the apartments in my colony. And I can actually have some human players who live here. That will be nice. It will be an accurate simulation of having friends, although they're actual IRL friends, but they're also electronic internet friends. Don't cry when I say that. It makes me self-conscious. Don't weep for me, friends. I'm already dead.